Here, man, I forgot to do my intro. Come through, fam. We lit and we chill. Yes, we're back. Well, I am back, and here's Zeverfett.
What's up?
What's happening, guys?
Good intro. On point.
And we're just waiting on Fatal J and a few others joining in, but hope everyone's having a good Saturday. I know some of you are just waking up. Should this, Ryan, should this be one of our, what do you call it, regular times now? Do you prefer this?
Sometimes, because I do events in the morning, and usually I'm still working. So we do like running events, 5K, 10Ks, stuff like that. They've just been kind of called off because of issues, and so I haven't really been able to do it as much as I normally do during the year. And usually we do it on Saturdays because that's when everybody's wanting to free up running times and stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually prefer this Saturday around about this time. I think this should be the new normal. The new normal, guys. Who's in here? Akansha, Justice for Johnny Depp. What? We've got Mattia, Goblins report in, Richard Richardson, Feige here. Found a few new movie ideas at Feige overnight. Totally not by Snyder.
I see what you did there, Richard. That's pretty.
You see what you did, Richard. Adam's here. Hello, Marcus. Good morning. Quantum Surge. That Avengers election video is why I hate nerd culture. Yeah, there's quite a few of these Avengers Endgame Biden Trump videos. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that sentiment.
Mr. Grumpy, thank you. Reese is here. Do you mean Futile G? Yes, Futile G. Where is Futile G?
I don't know. He was just like, hey, we're going to get a link. Oh, I was just checking.
Let's see.
He's probably setting up.
I've sent a few other invites out. Hopefully some guests can make it today. Hello, Hugo. Dr. Doom. F. Amber Turd. DC versus Marvel podcast. Fatal J made me cry. Why? What do you do? Akansha says, I want to marry Zeverfett's son. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Jose M's here. Hello, Jose M. So, while we wait on everyone else, what else have you been up to, Ryan?
I did a review of The Mandalorian that just popped about an hour and a half ago on my channel. So for the second episode of the season, I jumped on Anthony's stream last night. We discussed it live, and Matt and I did a review on it. And we're like, hey, let's get this done for this morning so we can still stay relevant. That's pretty much it. I got a watch party tonight with Max, The Mandalorian. We're gonna watch The Mandalorian, and probably talk all the way through it. So that should be fun, and whoever wants to join that. So that'd be cool. And then I think Dawson just hit 11K. So he was trying to think of, he wanted to do a stream, but he doesn't want to do an 11K celebration stream. He was like, he's not going to celebrate every 1,000 he gets, because it's just climbing like considerably. So he's going to wait until he gets 20K.
Awesome.
So
that kid's going to overtake me. Shit.
I know. He's grown. I mean, when summer started, I met him when he was he was roughly around where I am, just a couple hundred. And then he started doing explained videos, and it just went out the roof.
Yeah, I saw his one as the Lighthouse.
Yeah, with Pattinson and
Patterson.
Patterson and Farrah.
Farrah.
Grace Randolph. So how's your weekend going? I know it's like what, evening over there?
It's 4:30.
Oh, okay, there you
This
go.
afternoon, so that's just what I've done. I've just
He
been
had some good
catching up.
videos that dropped. He had some really good videos that dropped his past couple days.
Yes,
Very enjoyable. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Fatal J to come in so we can talk about it. Where is he? Fuck's sake. Where is he? I'll talk about a few things that Jody said in that video.
Did they make any response? I mean, this is what they want. They want relevancy. They want people to talk about them so they can keep that cash engine going. So did they highlight it or anything or no? Okay,
I've not checked, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, maybe they did. I don't know. Because if they didn't, I'd be so confused at their strategy.
Because Andy Signori was like, "Oh, look at this coward film gob. He blocked me, and he's talking about me." I was like, "Wait a minute, no. What happened was someone sent me a link to his tweet. I was like, I can't see it. I'm blocked." But then I said, "Oh wait, it's me who blocked him."
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Because
I blocked him
that
too
was
since we did that hashtag block the haters.
Yeah.
And I just never unblocked him. I mean, of course, who am I? They don't know who the hell I am. So they were like, who's, if you blocked, if I blocked him, who cares? But yeah, no, when Andy and Dawson started kind of getting into it a little bit, and that was funny. I don't know. And then Enosh got into the mix and he made a video on it. I jumped on that video too. There he is. What's up, Dawson?
Dawson. Hey, Dawson, you can come in if you like. I'm going to add you to the mix.
Yeah, he can talk about his 11K struggle. Struggle to get over 11K. No,
yeah.
He's probably almost at 12.
Yeah, let me send you a link. Let's see. Sent. So I've sent you the link, Dawson. See if you want to come in if you can. What else is well? I mean, should we start like the main topics, if you want?
Yeah. I mean, we can hit it up. I mean, I know when Fatal comes in here, he's be like, "Hey guys, I'm." he's going to be as planned in this as usual. So we'll probably have to talk about it again.
So this news came out today, which is quite funny. Well, it's not funny for Square Enix, right? Because reports say they've had a massive loss on the heels of the Marvel's Avengers video game.
Yeah.
For your home entertainment systems. Let's see what it says here. So Marvel's Avengers hasn't had the smoothest of starts. The team has been busy patching and getting things smoothed over. The issues did have an effect on the overall sales of the game, according to a new financial report from Square Enix. The report reveals Square Enix, this is Swar Enix, had a loss of 6.5 billion yen in regards to its HD games portfolio, which David Gibson points out was headed up by Marvel's Avengers. We don't know how many copies the game sold, but Square Enix did reveal that the sales were 60% of the planned sales totals, which is due to lower than expected sales and a loss in microtransactions. So let's see. David Gibson, he says, "Oh, what's this? No, a reported loss for HD games driven by Marvel's Avengers. Would not say how many sold, but the volumes were 60% of plan. Implies game cost over $100 million to make, but sold 3 million or so. Ouch." Did you get to play this game, Ryan?
No. I wasn't interested. What's up?
It is.
I wasn't interested in the game. It didn't appeal to me.
Yeah. I know people were saying, "Oh, it's going to blow away the Arkham games. It's time for Marvel to take over."
It couldn't even blow up this game. I mean, this game is still going strong since I believe 2011 is when they launched this thing, and it's still relevant today. So
And
Are
I
y'all
was just
talking
saying,
about that cheesy looking Avengers game? They look whack from the jump. They don't look nothing like the characters. And Captain America had a freaking police suit. What type of suit did he even have on? That's a SWAT team suit he has on. I knew then it was gonna be whack.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? The Captain America SWAT team suit he has on? That's a SWAT team suit.
I didn't pay attention to it that much. The only thing I remember, if this is the same game, was Black Widow looked like a guy.
She
just
did.
had this like chiseled face, just she looked like Lord Farquaad in Shrek. So,
you ever see the film called Beowulf? Beowulf?
Yeah. I have.
They all look like Beowulf characters to the Avengers. They look like Beowulf.
I said that the Batman games, they were supported by DC fans, right?
Yes, sir.
DC fans supported it, made it a huge success. Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, an exclusive to PS4, broke all sorts of records.
Yeah.
Huge game. Spider-Man fans made that game a success, and video game fans. Square Enix, right? Square Enix, they catered to these MCU fanboys, these stinking fans, and they're going to go out of business probably. Thanks a lot, MCU fans.
Yeah. With that
Yay.
See, they should have released it. I would say roughly around the time when Infinity War came out, the height of there he is, the height of it, the popularity.
What's up, Fatal?
And they probably would have made maybe
What's up, sir?
$4 million. Yeah, you're Beowulf.
maybe.
I'm telling you, they look like Nicotina. They look like Beowulf, the movie. Film guy, you ever seen Beowulf?
No, they look like Final Fantasy, the movie. You remember that?
Oh,
yeah.
I wouldn't even
that
respect that movie. That movie was
for its time. It was cool,
for its time. It was off the hook,
right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying they used that technology for the Avengers game.
Now, it was one thing I did kind of like, though, that I seen. I'll never play. That's the suit. He wearing a freaking SWAT team suit. A SWAT team suit.
I wasn't a big fan of that.
And then
ugly.
Iron Man is Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When I saw the character designs, I knew it was going to be wet.
right there.
Lord Farquaad.
Look at it. Yeah, he's got.
Maybe he's compensating for something.
Yeah, right.
Bro, that is him, Lord, the dude from Shrek. You right, bro.
Some of you are going to die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man? Yes, who lives in Drury Lane. You're a monster.
So a bit of a failure, this video game. So we're all looking forward to Miles Morales, Spider-Man, PS4.
That one looks dope.
Yeah,
looks
really dope.
Sick. But I'm not gonna bother with a PS5. It looks ugly. It's a horrible.
Well, it's also $1,000. So
yeah.
No, I'm getting a PS4 soon. I still haven't been able to play the first Spider-Man game for PS4. So I'm just gonna be spending the next couple of months after I get my PS4 playing that. So, yeah.
Hey, how much them PS4 joints cost? Because I'm gonna give me one. How much them joints cost?
They're practically giving them away now.
Okay,
nowadays,
dope.
bro. Yeah.
That's
Film guy. I see what you did there.
Film guy, that's gonna be my chance to get a 4K TV, man.
That's
gonna be my chance right there.
I bought these games. I don't even know if I have time to play them. I've got Streets of Rage 4, right?
Nice.
Got the Dishonored and Prey collection.
Ooh.
Right?
Nice.
And the Wolfenstein collection.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
So these are like new releases that they packaged them all these games together. Like 4 games.
Well, y'all know I'm a Dragon Ball Z fanboy, so I want that Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That game looks amazing.
Yes, yeah. My friend across the street has it, and they were playing it, and it looks like the cartoon. I was like, damn.
It looked just like an episode. Yeah. You playing an episode, yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know if I said PS4 before, but I meant to say PS5. So just
right.
So it just sounds like so easy to say PS4. Then I have to retrain your brain to say PS5.
Right.
Let's see. Matty says Batman Arkham games are GOAT.
I don't want to
Yes.
ruin my PayPal credit getting a PS5, so I'm not gonna get that joint right now. That's too expensive, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, golly, that's way
I've
too
played
much.
I've played the first Dishonored game. I loved it. I thought it's so good, and I'm gonna catch up with the other games as well.
Yeah.
All right. So next, Johnny Depp. Oh my God.
Why they keep trashing this man?
Johnny dipped.
But this what I don't understand. Didn't Amber Heard, didn't she chop his finger off? Why is he getting such a bad rep in the news? She chopped
didn't
his
need the
finger
finger.
off.
No idea. Well, I mean, the thing is, he took the Sun newspaper. If you know the Sun newspaper, they are massive scumbags, right? All the way back to the 1970s. They're just a horrible scum. They're like Twitter, right? They're like Twitter, but instead of regular people having their say, it's like so-called journalists and reporters. They hack into dead children's phones, right? I won't go into that story. That's a long story, but yeah, just scum. And they said, they're the ones who said, "Oh, Johnny Depp's a wife beater." He obviously didn't like that, and he took them to court. Then Amber Heard got dragged in through this case, and with all the evidence, the judge, I think the evidence was kind of fairly even.
I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, Nicotina.
What's in the comments?
Nicotina getting me.
More.
All right, Mora.
I can say it now, man. I can say it.
Oh, okay.
But
We're not gonna put you on the spot and make you do it.
Well, I've been
Unless
practicing.
you do it right now.
I've been practicing in front of the mirror, man. I got it.
Grace Randolph.
But what was I saying?
Chopped his finger off.
Yeah, I mean, so the judge obviously would have heard about the finger cutting and the shitting in the bed and all that, right?
Amber Turd.
You know, I'm gonna tell you though. I was watching like Amber Heard, one of her interrogations, and it was funny, man, because she was like talking to the police, and you could tell she was acting. She was like, and then he took a baseball bat and he hit me across the chest and I flew 20 yards backwards. I mean, it just really crushed my heart and my soul. And when I flew backwards, I got up and I realized that my ankles was crushed. And when they was crushed, I cried out to humanity. That's how her interrogation.
Man, I don't want to go up against you in court. I believe every minute. You had me,
Amber Heard.
bitch.
Amber Heard.
So I know, like, I'm not either like Team Depp or Team Amber. Like,
I'm team. I don't give a shit.
I'm a fan of
No,
Johnny
I
Depp.
think it was both.
I like him as an actor.
It very well could be. I mean, this is a domestic issue, man. You know what I mean?
Tell God,
you do you. I don't care what y'all do behind closed doors. Y'all knew
what I believe.
Y'all knew each other. You knew what you were getting into. Now, you know, yeah, you do your thing.
But
I mean,
this is what I felt like was going on. They was both getting their rocks off, punching and hitting each other, and then after they made, I'm telling you that that's what they did.
I agree with you, man. I agree. I mean, people like that, especially like Johnny Depp has been, in film, since Nightmare on Elm Street back in the 80s and shit. I mean, when you make that kind of, that kind of money, and you're involved in these different groups and things, you got a pseudo reality that you create because they don't live lives like we do. All four of us. They have this alternate reality that they create these. I don't know, because when they get in these movies, they're creating all kinds of different scenarios and personas and things like that, and they just kind of get lost in it sometimes. Yeah. So they don't know what's
about
real.
this. You're right, and think about this. They play so many characters and even take those characters home. So
that's what happened to fucking Jim Carrey. He's a fucking nut, I mean, he did a good job in Sonic, but other than that, I mean, outside of movies and shit, he's just just fired. He lost.
I believe because Jim Carrey, this is the thing about him. Can you imagine a woman being married to him? Because one day she
Oh,
might wake
goodness.
up and he can be like, "Hi, my name is Fire Marshal Bill." You know, he could do one of them joints. And just imagine if you wake up and see something like that. "Hi, I'm Fire Marshal Bill. Good day."
Or his wife wakes up and he's like, "Hey, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?"
Jim Carrey is the type. He can
Tic-tac,
stick
sir.
on
Stop talking
the
about Jim Carrey, Fatal
Hold on.
J. Stop talking about Jim Carrey.
No,
We're
I
talking
just
about
wanna say
John
something.
Kerry. Isn't that a politician or something?
Anyway, get back on track.
Yes, sir. I'm
Johnny
sorry about
Depp.
that.
I mean, politicians are fucked up too, but
Johnny Depp, right? He's been fired. I said he was forced to leave, right? I said he's forced to leave.
Forced to leave.
In the article, it says he was asked to resign, which is basically the same thing. Right? You're forcing someone out.
Can you leave or resign?
Mr. Sorry,
Can you
Dr.
see
Ooze.
yourself out?
Yeah, Dr. Ooze is here. He says Johnny Depp is a total idiot. The guy should have left it alone, but his ego got in the way, and now he can legally be called a domestic abuser. Oh my
That's
god!
great.
And Grace Randolph, she was right. You know, I see a lot of people going, well, if Johnny Depp's been fired, what about Amber Heard? Well, in the courts, she's innocent. So, what is Warner Brothers going to do? They're going to fire her as well? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And like Grace Randolph say, that's a PR nightmare.
I knew they weren't gonna get rid of her anyway. They weren't gonna get rid of her.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Well,
attached to $1 billion property.
Right, right, exactly. And Johnny Depp, I mean, no offense to Fantastic Beasts, I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts, nor did I really care, but from what I understand, they weren't necessarily making absolute bank on that.
What's Fantastic Beasts? Them Harry Potter joints?
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like,
I never
Yeah.
really watched them.
I
I
can't
was
get
never
into Harry
interested in it.
Potter. I can't get in it.
I
This
read the
right
books
here?
as a kid. I read the books as a kid, and I couldn't get past the 5th movie of Harry Potter. I
Look,
couldn't do it.
Dawson, I can't get past this. This is how you fight. This is how you fight. can't-
pointing harder than you.
I can't get into that. Sorry,
Hey,
Phil Goblin.
you know, Patterson.
Yeah, I know he
was,
came from
was
the
in that
joint.
joint
For like 20 minutes.
You're,
Oh, actually, no, probably longer.
Nope.
Like maybe like 40 minutes or something. I don't know.
I've
Phil
not
Gob,
seen
sorry
any of
again,
the
sir.
I've not seen any of the Harry Potter films either, and I've not seen the Fantastic Beasts. But I was watching one scene from the Fantastic Beasts and it had Johnny Depp in it. He's in some kind of auditorium and he's talking about the oncoming Second World War or whatever he's predicting. It's quite a good scene, and I might check it out just because Johnny Depp's in it. But
Like, I'm sure they're fine, but like with the Harry Potter films, they got so repetitive. It was the same thing every time. It was like, oh, starting out, Harry Potter is just an orphan kid. Nobody pays attention to him. No one takes him seriously. Then things happen, and then all of a sudden, like at the end, Voldemort reveals himself, and everyone's like, oh, Harry Potter's gonna save us all, and it all starts over again in the next film. And I was like, after the 5th one, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm done. The books were fun. I read the last book in one night and enjoyed it, but no. And then Fantastic Beasts came out, and the commercials and stuff. I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah. Fatal J says, give me Gandalf the Grey any day, opposed to Harry Potter. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh yeah,
can watch
Lord of
them
the Rings is
forever.
amazing.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, Film God, sorry about that again.
huh?
Film God, your latest video is doing pretty good, sir. Your latest video is
Yeah,
doing
let's-
pretty good.
Let's talk about that video. Let's see, bring it up. Let's see. Here
Film
we go.
God, I can't believe
Oh.
you just not seeing that video of him crying. That came out like months ago. You just not seeing that?
Yeah.
Crying about Fatal J. I was like, what?
You need, first of all, right? This,
Man.
this live stream that I was on with them, this live stream that I was on with them is like a gold mine. I can like prove them. I can take out clips and like just humiliate them over and over again. So this was when he said dark.
Well,
side
right
too.
before you show that though,
It would have been
his
funny
boy-
if he
his
started
boyfriend-
like sniffing, just like.
But Film God, before you
So
play, these two guys and me was in tour with his boyfriend. What 2 days ago on Twitter?
I don't know what
He
you're
raged out on
Yeah,
everybody, man.
And he's the only
I
one that
think
does
everybody.
Oh my god.
You know what? I think somebody need to watch that guy though, because I really think he gonna do something real crazy. I kind of feel bad for him sometimes.
that.
Sometimes.
Leave a turd on the bed.
Because he just raged out against the whole internet 2 days ago. He went nuts.
Well,
on
because
Reddit.
because whenever his name is mentioned anywhere, he gets a notification.
And here.
I really said that.
It's just like
It reminds
dude.
me of Candygram.
And the thing they kept saying is like, well, it's because my name is a brand and none of you guys don't understand that. I was like, we're all trying to build brands ourselves. Like, you know, we all have brands, but like, we don't have notifications set for every time our names are mentioned.
I know.
That's just narcissistic. Like, goodness.
I know they do it to get their. He said something about Enosh. He said something about me. He was just bringing up the old stuff about me being racist, and I watched it. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of lame. There's nothing to react to." But it was just when the whole Reddit thing happened. I was like, I need to make a video on that.
But Film God, I did not know this for the longest. Everybody thought you were saying crack. You were saying quack.
What?
You were saying Jody's quack corner, right? Quack.
No.
Oh, you did
No.
say crack.
I did say
Yeah.
crack, but what
Film
the thing
God,
they were
you be
saying,
trolling me, bro. Because I swear I
said-
talked to you in.
they
Quack,
said,
quack, 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 quack.
Let me
said
tell
I
y'all,
knew
people
that-
in the chat, Film God was trolling me. Because I
No.
swear he told me a few days ago, I said quack, like a duck saying quack, quack, quack. Now
That
he's
makes
saying
no
he's saying
sense.
crack. I'm telling you, Film
That's
God. said that.
ridiculous.
6 months ago. Anyway, so
Film God be
this
trolling.
video, right?
Mhm.
A bit of a clown.
You look like a fucking clown. A goddamn clown.
So
That
that's
sounds like
that.
Prime.
So let's listen in. Just want to go over it quickly.
I almost don't need to say anything. I almost just don't need to say anything for the stuff that we all witnessed.
The silence.
J posing around the enemies that he knows of my channel.
Oh
The
my
I know Fatal J
gosh.
was like freak film gob. I remember it was freak film gob.
Lie
for
number
making
one.
videos on you.
Lie number 2.
I
He's
can.
lying.
Well,
Me and
I
him
mean-
never had a discussion about Film Gob ever. We never talked about Film Gob ever.
He would hit me up. Hey, film gob be coming at you, boy. Hey, man, you got to kill him off, man.
Do that sound like me?
Say, man.
the impression.
Do that sound like me?
It
Come
does
on,
say
man.
that, yeah.
That don't sound like me, man.
It's a good impression.
I'd believe him if he said Mora.
Freg Film Gob. Good impressions, he's Cam. Yes.
Free Film Gob never came out of my mouth. Ever.
Oh my goodness.
It never came out of my mouth. He made that up.
Says that I need. He was talking to the people who donate. Why do you guys donate Cash App and PayPal? Why don't you? You trying to avoid the fees? Give YouTube the money.
Well, I don't know if I said that exactly. What I said was, I can't remember what I said. I need to watch the live stream again.
But Film
But,
Gob, before you play it again, watch how he tied me to super chats and donations. So it made me think at the end of the day, that's all I was to you was a donation.
Exactly.
You know? And that's how he
What
view his
accent is
friends.
that, Maz?
You telling niggas how to donate to my channel? You're counting my pocket? What world is this? This nigga's from another country.
Yes, I am that N word from another country.
He don't know about American culture.
Grown up with nothing but American culture. I don't know what he's talking about.
But that pass only goes so far. This is about humanity, my nigga.
What? I don't understand what that means. Why? How is it about humanity? What does that mean?
I don't have a clue what he's talking about.
He's simply saying things to sound like people can be sympathetic to him. This is about humanity. Yeah, humanity.
What type of human being is this invested in another human being?
You should ask him. There you go.
Perfect. Perfect.
So,
Oh my goodness.
how many videos has he done on Ray Fisher? Oh, bloody hell.
Ray Fisher is his bread and butter. That's where he get the clicks and the super chats and all
I
that
can't
stuff.
believe you.
Oh,
is weak.
hold on. I want to
you.
answer somebody's comment real quick.
4 years watching my channel talk about you love me. Jody, as a black man, you inspire me. You make me happy to be alive.
Did he inspire you,
Okay,
Fatal G?
okay.
One
Hit
thing,
the pause
one thing.
button. Hit
Yeah,
the-
one thing.
Go ahead, Dawson.
So to answer this person's question, DCVM Pod, he asked, Americans, please answer, is Jody the typical American? No.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
No, you're right. No, he's not.
Absolutely not. He's a crybaby beyond belief.
He's
no.
a charlatan, is what you would say.
I
I don't even
Very
know.
good word.
I don't even know how to describe how false that would be if that were the case, if people kept saying that's the typical American. And if that is the case, then get me out of here.
Fatal, were you going to say something?
Oh
I
yeah,
was just gonna-
did you say that he was, he was inspiring?
Did you hear it? He said that I told him he was the reason why I'm alive. The reason why he lived. Did he say something like he's the reason why I'm alive or something like that?
Let's
If
play
that was the case, I would have committed suicide by now, right?
I can't believe you. 4 years watching my channel talk about you love me.
Look at the guy next to him. He saw it. He was
Inspire
like,
me. You make me happy to be alive.
Then he puts his mask
Okay.
on. Like,
He said,
Wake me up to
I
be
make him
inspired
happy to be alive.
You
Or he
make
makes
me
you happy to be alive.
to be alive.
Yeah.
Wake me up to be and strive to be like you. I look at your channel and I want to do better things. I love you. I love the Jody's Corner family. Here, take this 10. Here's 20, my dude. Here's 40.
you gave him $40.
you gave him $40.
I think the most I gave him was $20. I was being generous, guy.
Yeah.
I was being nice. I didn't know it.
So
I didn't know any
Demon goes
better
again.
back then. Okay.
He's like, you don't give me
And you
money
do
anymore?
this?
You're not my friend.
Yeah.
The guy's like,
I give all my
Mike.
friends super chats though.
Shame
I
on
give
you,
all
dog.
my friends super chats.
Right.
Shame on you, man.
His voice is breaking, guys.
He touched the other guy. Quit fucking with your mic.
Care to freak. Stop! Don't!
I don't know
Why
what
did
that.
he-
What was that?
What
Don't
was that
take it
about?
Yeah, I know.
What was the other
What is
dude doing?
Was he gonna walk out? Which I would have. I would have like screw
Yo,
this.
God,
I'm not gonna
did
be
you
part
bring
of
that
this.
back?
Yeah, no. What did he prevent?
It's because I care to freak. Stop! Don't!
What the?
I don't know what that was.
What was he taking off though? I'm trying to see what
His
he
headphones.
Headphones.
He took his headphones off, put them on his mic.
It's like what the?
And he
That
he
dude-
changed the camera to focus on him while he cries.
Hey, it's Marcus Smart.
Eh?
And he's a basketball player for the Celtics. He looks a lot like him. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
he do.
No,
you
No
right.
one else got that reference.
Yeah, I got it.
It's because I care about you.
Yes,
It
sir.
hurts. That's why
It
I'm
hurts.
doing this.
I know.
Some effed up sheep, bro.
I'm sorry.
Supposed to stick together, bro.
I
Talk
know,
about
man.
that
I'm
shit, bro.
sorry.
This is effed up.
Jody, I'm sorry, man.
It's because it hurts.
I know. I
This is
messed
foul,
up.
man. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I'm foul, man. I'm
Couldn't
sorry.
believe what I was seeing, bro.
I
And
know. I
wanted to
know.
let you know right now that shit hurt.
It hurt you.
I'm mad. I'm raging out on you, nigga.
Oh,
Because that shit hurt.
It hurt.
oh no.
Jody.
Hey,
Jody, I'm sorry.
Virgo, somebody.
Jody.
I love that. I love that. That's perfect. Oh,
I thought film guy right after me laughing, I was gonna hear this. Perfect.
It's not a God Life video, Fatal. It was just a short. It was a
really?
shorty short. So, yeah.
Shorty short.
but what was this? Doctor Who's Fatal J has that effect on everyone.
You know what was funny though? When I seen the actual video of him laughing, I mean crying, I was laughing just like that at the end of that video. I couldn't believe he shed tears over me, especially when he was the one in the wrong. I'm gonna tell y'all this. And I'm gonna be real quick with it. He got really upset that the Snyder Cut existed, that it was a real deal thing. Like the day of, when Henry Cavill was on that watch party with Zack Snyder, and they announced that the Snyder Cut was coming out.
Yeah,
he stopped talking to me that day. He was done. He was done. He was mad.
Yeah, no, because you had made an arrangement with him to come on your show and eat crow or whatever, whatever the phrase is, like, the Snyder Cut came out or whatever. He was gonna be on your show. He made that agreement with you.
You remember that, Ryan?
Yeah,
he did. He said if it existed and it was coming out, he was going to come on my show and eat crow. He said that.
Yeah.
This was Jody as when he found out. May 20th.
That was both him and Andy. They both did that.
But yeah, it was a great day. Do you remember May the 20th of this year?
It was. I think everybody, we was all streaming together. Probably not Ryan. Ryan, was you there?
May 12th? Probably not.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I was probably still in your comments.
I don't think we really was rocking with each other like that back then.
Yeah, I think it's summertime is when we started jumping on our collaborating.
Yeah, that was a great day though, because it seemed like we was literally high off cocaine or something that day. You know what I mean? It was just a big rush.
Oh wait, no, that was because you were on Tyler's show, and I jumped on for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I was at work.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the first time we streamed, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Tyler, we need you back on YouTube.
I know, right?
And Dawson, were you live streaming on that day? I can't remember. I think you were.
What day was this again?
The Snyder Cut.
Yeah, Snyder Cut announcement.
Yeah, I would. This is before
he did a watch party. He did the watch party.
It's before I knew that StreamYard had an option to sharing audio, so the entire thing is muted. I didn't know how to turn on the audio, and so I was just like, all right, I guess I'm watching this without sound for you guys. I had it through sound on my laptop, but the audience didn't have, so I was just like narrating what was happening. So ghetto.
Hey, I said to people, if you've got a YouTube channel, you better be live streaming that. Because let everyone do their own live stream. Only me and Chris Wong Swenson ended up doing one, and Dawson here, but yeah. So, well, it was a good day. And then we all started jumping on each other's live streams.
Somebody else did it too. I don't know if we want to broadcast them, but somebody else did it too. Just really think about it. Somebody else did it too. It was you, Chris Wong, and somebody else. 2 other people on the same platform.
Comic movie.
I just gave it away when I said that.
What?
I don't follow.
All right.
Who?
I said 2 people that rock on the same channel. Okay. That should have gave it away.
Not comic movie marks. So they were watching it? They were streaming it?
No, they played it, but they didn't. They wasn't on. They didn't show themselves.
Yeah.
They just showed. You remember that film guy? Yeah, they just played they had the screen up.
But so, again, only a few of us. But I was expecting more live streams. But oh well.
I thought about it, but I was too lazy, and I had a feeling something was gonna happen when Henry Cavill popped up. I started getting real giddy and squirmy in this side.
So I thought Ben, that Ben and Gal would like kind of chime in too because it was a Zoom call. I just figured that they were going to kind of trickle in, But I mean, it was cool. It was cool.
I got to give my respects to Dawson. I got to give my respect to Dawson for this because I thought the Culture Nerd and Lightcast was like another comic book nerd news. But I can remember that day, Matt, we was in some kind of chat together, and Matt said, "Watch that girl." He said, "Pay attention to that girl." Yeah. And that was the girl that asked him the question about the Snyder Cut. And then I knew then. I said, Fatal J is wrong. You Culture Nerd Lightcast dudes, they the real deal. They the real deal.
Yeah, they're pretty legit.
And I don't have no clue how Matt knew that. How did he knew that girl was gonna say that? Out of everybody that was on that panel, you would have thought Henry Cavill would have asked that question, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
but that's just not. I don't think that's how Zach works, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He orchestrates this stuff, and that's why Ryan Reynolds is not going to be the Green Lantern.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, there's still a chance. Grace has been teasing a few things.
She took back. She retracted a little bit. She's coming over to my side of the fence. If
What about Garza?
there's two other well, I don't know if he'll jump over yet. Maybe.
We need to ask him what he thinks, if he has any scoops. Mr. Sir John Aaron Garza. Let's talk about our favorite subject matter. Everyone's favorite subject matter. It is the election in the US. So, Trump's lawyers to speak to press as Biden's leads widens.
And
Biden
there's
widening.
actually a couple of things that are posted that there's some place claiming that Joe Biden has won the presidency. And so there's an interesting thing about this is that over the past couple of days, there's been a lot of rumors and also videos circulating that raise suspicions as to the voting integrity of battleground states in the U.S. There's videos of people like filling out ballots. There's videos of people saying like, oh, they made us fill out our ballots with Sharpies so that it wouldn't read. There's also reports of people that are actually dead who somehow voted in this election, which, again, when it comes to Democrats, is nothing new. So the biggest thing is that although they're claiming Biden won now, there's definitely going to be some recounts and lawsuits over the next couple of weeks. And so it's going to be a very interesting, maybe even a couple months. Could be like 2000 all over again with George W. Bush and Al Gore. So,
I mean, these kind of, they're talking about these dirty tactics and all this. This is the same in every election in any country.
right.
So I know Trump's kind of like a sore loser, and he's going to raise these issues, and his fans are definitely going to raise these issues. But I would say those instances, those kind of occurrences, are very minor, and I don't think they would
Right.
affect the
For the most-
overall election.
They most of the time don't really affect it. Most of the time, like if, let's say in a local election, most of the time there'll be like a handful of votes that are falsified, and it won't make a big difference. But considering how close this election is, then again, there's a lot of things people have to get to the bottom of. It could end up being just maybe a couple thousand votes this happen, or it could be a couple 100,000. I don't think it will end up being a couple 100,000 just because that's a ridiculous amount. But I still do think there's going to be some lawsuits and discussions about it. But for the time being, yes, it looks like Biden.
It's always drama, though. Hey, there's always drama with presidential
Oh,
elections.
yeah.
Like, look at the last election with Hillary and the emails. It was always some kind of. And then remember the Trump and Russia votes? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It's always some kind of thing going
What's
on.
What's hilarious is that, and again, I'm not going to necessarily like take you aside of this conversation, but there's this conversation being had between both Democrats and Republicans where Democrats are all claiming like, oh yeah, Joe Biden won. And don't question that. And it's like, but this is the same party that questioned the validity of the last election for 4 years.
They
So
blamed it on Putin.
yeah, Putin and Russia. And so it's like, okay, but that's kind of hypocritical. But then again, when it comes to politics, hypocrisy is nothing new.
Yeah. Here's Albany. He's a dead people and pets voting is literally taken from the Simpsons episode when Sideshow Bob wins the mayor election. Did the Simpsons again predict the future? Well, they
No,
didn't
the
predict
Simpsons parodied real life.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
They parodied but it's real life repeats itself quite often.
I don't know, man. Them Simpsons been kind of spot on with futuristic stuff, man. They've been kind of spot on, man. They predict everything.
No,
I need to start watching The Simpsons and taking notes, but they suck now, so nobody ain't really
I haven't
watching.
watched them in years. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The last I stopped watching at season 4. They on season what 253?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's never going to end.
Yeah.
Ever. The last thing I watched of The Simpsons was a Simpsons movie back in 2007.
Oh wow, yeah, that was like the last time that they were relevant.
Yeah, that was fun. But we watched it so much as kids, that my dad literally one day took it out of the Xbox we were playing it in and just snapped it in half and threw it away. He was so
Your
tired
dad
of
was
it.
that pissed?
Man, I know, right? Woo! Your dad had a little bit of a mean streak. I'm not going to take it out of the player. I'm going to take it out of the player and snap the shit out of it.
That's the only time he's ever done that to a movie because we watched it so much, we quoted it so much, and he just didn't like it at all, and he thought it was stupid.
My God.
So
He must have said the Simpsons is the devils.
no, that's
like,
not what he said.
Waterboy.
He just didn't like the
Stay away from
dumb
that
humor.
foosball.
Go play foosball with your friends.
I know Cell's not here, so we'll just play this anyway.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
Yeah, that's completely opposite of what Jody was saying about Fatal.
This is what you were saying about Fatal.
Beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
And give me your super
Jody,
chat.
that's film god.
No, that's Jody. That was Jody saying that to you. But let's see. I'm just going to go in the comments now. We've pretty much covered all the news. Was there any other big news this week?
Since we ain't covering nothing DC, Mandalorian season this episode sucked bad.
It
That's all I
had
wanna
good moments, but yeah, it was definitely filler.
Dawson,
for
it
sure.
did. It had some dope moments. I like the chase scenes with the ships.
Right.
But eating the egg joints, come on, man. That
Even the chase
wasn't
scene
funny.
was like, it was ridiculous. There was a deadfall that he did. He turned off the engines, and then he turned it back on. Went through, went into that trench, and the X-Wings are still there.
Yeah.
He didn't lose them at all. It was a waste.
But I
Well,
noticed
could
they
just prove
doing
the
it.
quality of pilots that the X-wing.
Oh well,
pilots
yeah.
were.
You can't get anything around Dave Filoni.
I will say this real quick, real fast. I know film guy, you're gonna do the chat, but I want Mandalorian to do good. But I noticed they trying to do like season 1. They doing a whole bunch of filler before they get into the main plot. But
Right.
I don't know if that because I watched a lot of reviews on it, and if you got 30 minutes or 40 minutes to a show, every minute needs to count. So if it's like 3-4 minutes of filler, people gonna start watching the show. You got to keep people attention.
Dr. Who says 0 out of 10.
Wow.
Ziva, sorry, Ryan, what did you think about that? Was it an episode or a season?
I agree with Fatal in that it was just a filler episode. It brought nothing new. It was a lot of, hey, remember when Star Wars was cool?
Yeah.
I did like the spider action sequence at the end. I thought that was cool. Yeah, that was cool though.
I don't like spiders.
I like how they got into the ship and kind of trapped him in the cockpit. But then, the X-Wing, Dave Filoni is there to save the day. Like, what? At the last moment, they say come in and save him and all that. And I'm just like, come on, that's too cliche. But I mean, the production value looks good.
It looked great
because it's ILM. So I mean, they're not going to do a bad job.
Right.
And that's all I have to say about this episode.
But
It is
Rob,
not
if I have to rate, I'm sorry. If I have to rate this, it's probably the worst episode out of all the episodes, even season 1, in my opinion.
and Baby Yoda was a douche.
It's the worst one.
What episode is this? And is it in season 2? And how far is it into season 2?
Yeah, it's the second episode of season 2.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, this
So
is-
the first one was longer and it was better because they need to get that hook. They need to get their viewers to appreciate it. Want to know more, whatever. And then right after that, they give you a filler episode. And Baby Yoda's, like I said, he's a douche. I'm telling you, I'm calling it. He's Palpatine, or he's the host for Palpatine.
I saw a clip.
I don't buy that. I'm sorry. I just don't see Disney making that same mistake twice.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it. They won't do it.
Because
Baby Yoda make a lot of money for this.
Why haven't they named him though?
Because
Ziva Fett.
he doesn't have a name.
Ziva
Like,
Fett.
Mandalorian's-
Baby.
Go ahead.
My bad. Baby, I'll be real quick. Baby Yoda makes a lot of money for Disney. They're
Yeah,
not
but
going to ruin it.
They had no intention. They didn't release any. I mean, like you've got Nicotina has the child or whatever, and the little plush toys and stuff. They weren't like really making that. I mean, hell, you got freaking Gizmo back there, and Baby Yoda is very reminiscent of Gizmo. That's why everybody likes him.
I give you $200 for Gizmo. $200.
I can't do it.
See, that's why I'm gonna go over your house. I'm gonna go over your house and pour water on him. I'm gonna go over
Ryan. Ryan, so let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So with Baby Yoda, so you're saying you don't see any other way of the show ending except for Baby Yoda being revealed to be a Palpatine.
Okay, so he's an engineered being, and he's force sensitive, and he's nowhere to be found in the sequel trilogy. So so there's nothing. So what's the purpose of him? And then he's going to be, it's going to fall off at the end of the seasons or whatever. Because in a timeline, it definitely has to trickle into the sequel trilogy. It's got to get to Force Awakens. So if the Force Awakens, happens, then that means the Force had to have been dead. For a certain period of time. So, I understand Ahsoka's coming back, but I do believe that, because you had Snoke and he's apparently a host.
That's it.
That they're trying to engineer Baby Yoda, because Yoda is the most powerful, other than Anakin, is the most powerful being, or apparently the way they're kind of, it was kind of weird how they tried to position this. They're like, his race is akin to wizards, and I was like, wait a minute, aren't the Yoda species or whatever kind of like any other species where certain of them are force sensitive, but not all of them? But what they're positioning is that every single, like Yaddle from episode 1, she was on the council. She's the same species as Yoda. Yoda is of course force sensitive. This baby here is force sensitive. So every being of that species apparently is force sensitive. But he's saying, that he needs to, the Mando needs to return him to his species, or his kind. But that's his kind. It's sort of like, is his kind that species, or is his kind the Jedi?
Ryan, but watch this. Watch this, Ryan. Remember the scientist in season 1 that was hiding him?
Had the Camino patch.
Why was the scientist with Baby Yoda? You know what I mean? He gonna end up being a clone. He gonna be a clone.
They work for the Empire, which is now in hiding. And who's in charge of the Empire? The Last Order, or the guy from
he gonna end up being a clone of Yoda. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, he's going to be a clone of Yoda and a potential host for Palpatine to inhabit, because he's so powerful.
Here's the thing: is that yes, the guy had a Camino patch on his arm, but that does not automatically guarantee that Baby Yoda himself is a clone. What maybe they would have been trying to do is take his DNA to clone him.
True.
That's probably what they were trying to do. And so I don't think Baby Yoda's a clone, because otherwise, if he was a clone, why would he as a baby all of a sudden be on this other planet away from them?
I'm thinking that something happened in episode 2 or 3, where when Palpatine had his fight with Yoda.
Sorry, Phil God. I'm sorry,
and they're
Phil
going to try
God.
to tie it in.
Sorry, Phil God.
So let's get to the comments.
Let's get to the chat, please.
Richard says, "Hey Gob, you got a call from Pattinson. He told me." I don't hear it. Hey, Robert Pattinson.
It's Patterson.
Are you calling me right now? Like, what's going on here?
No. I'm Robert Pattinson, asshole. I don't do that. Screw you.
Oh well.
John Campea.
Richard, I don't know what happened there. Yeah. There you go.
Film God, when you gonna do a live stream with John Campea? Film God, we gonna do a live stream with John Campea?
When Grace Randolph accepts the invitation.
Well, he's blocked me on Twitter, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, anything can happen, because then Grace unblock you.
Grace unblocked me because she's awesome, but Campea blocked me because I asked them about Rotten Tomato scores and what's going on here, Johnny boy, and he blocked me. I think it was back in the BVS reviews.
Real quick, real fast though. I can pretty much bet at the end of Mandalorian, the big thing is going to be Boba Fett fighting Mandalorian. Mando. I'm done. That's what they're going to build up.
I just want him to grow his eyebrows back. That's all I care about.
I know what's up with that.
Well, he was in the Sarlacc, and I think it
Yeah, but do they
melted his
eat
hair
eyebrows
off
and
or
don't eat off your entire face?
I don't
They
know.
just eat eyebrows.
Is Nicotina a hardcore Star Wars fan?
Yes, he is.
I think he likes Star Wars.
No.
No, he likes Star
Film
Wars.
God, do you like Star Wars or you just strictly DC?
I don't know. I like Star Wars. But I've never kind of read the kind of books. I've not read the.
Yeah, that's the hardcore fans right there.
I've not watched the cartoons. So I like the original trilogy. I don't mind the prequels. I think I can't.
See, I
need to
just go as
rewatch
far as collect the comic books, but I don't the legends and all that stuff. I just rather watch people on YouTube tell me about it.
Yeah. No, I got one of these. It's a Darth Vader comic.
Heck yeah, that's a good comic book too.
Yeah, the End of Games. That's a good one. I need to get more of these.
I was reading Thrawn this morning. Y'all read Thrawn? The Thrawn comic book? That's a sick comic book.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dope and Beats. He's back with the
Yeah,
super
what's
chats.
up?
Thank you. Thoughts on
Nice.
Nick Cage's Mandate? Just watched Very Metal. Yes, it's a very dark metal trip of a film.
Oh yeah.
I like the cheese goblin.
Oh yeah, that was gross. That was nasty.
So I like the film's atmosphere. I love the kind of the visual kind of look for it. For a low budget film, it's quite good. But yeah, Nick Cage is good in it, and awesome kind of background score. So yeah, what was this? Dope and Beat says, my comment has nothing to do with anything. Well, I mean, we're talking about movies. This is I want to go back to kind of making a more regular film reviews.
Yeah.
Why is Fatal G muted?
I said, well, your name is Film God, so I mean, it will make sense. You don't crush everybody's soul on YouTube. Let's get back to film reviews, okay?
Jose M says, I need nerdy in many ways. Mandy explained.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I'd be down.
That'll get you 20.
So you're Dawson, your channel's blowing up, man. You're going to overtake me soon.
I don't know about that. I just have a couple videos that I've taken off, and I'm trying to ride that wave a little bit and make videos similar to that. Like I'm doing a video coming up soon, like a theory video, like what if Batman killed Superman in BVS, like kind of stuff like that, where like voiceover.
That's
stuff.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I already have a script like almost completely done, but yeah, it's growing a lot. I'm very grateful for all the people who have been chiming in and tuning in for those videos. It's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, I looked at your social blade, and you got like consistent subscribers, like every day. And then I looked at my page, and it was like consistently losing subscribers. But, yeah, I did like.
How my social blade look like? You been looking on mine?
It doesn't pull up. This says error.
It probably do.
Let's load up. So Fatal
I'm probably
G's.
losing subs, but it seems like sometimes I get a whole bunch of subs, then it'll just plateau. Then I get a whole bunch of subs, then it'll
Well,
plateau.
that's
for
how
2
it
weeks.
is, because that's how the YouTube algorithm is. If you have a video that like has a lot of views, it'll stop and then it'll go through the cycle again, and then it'll stop, and it's a stop and go thing.
It says I've lost 300 subscribers, but I gained 200. So I don't know what's that. So okay,
Hey,
then.
I'm gonna tell you though, who like a master of the algorithm and Film God. I don't know if you have beef with him or you friends, because you got a lot of enemies. But I talked to Josh from Dinner Nerds. That dude has mastered YouTube. The stuff that he told me about YouTube, oh my God, I didn't even know all that existed. But I tried some of his stuff. I tried it on my Mandalorian review. I got 3,000 views from that. I was like, geez, this dude is on to something. I told him he need to write a book and I'll pay for it for YouTube.
Fatal, you've done all right. You've done 10 subscribers, 20, 10, 10. The last 3 days, you've gained about 30 subscribers.
That's because of you. That's 'cause of you.
But yeah, I need to stop doing kind of political videos because, well, I don't do political videos. I do kind of, sometimes it's linked into movies. It's politics that is linked into films. And I get a lot of anti-democrat subscribers. And then when they realize I'm not the kind of channel that keeps doing that kind of content, they unsubscribe. So that's like sucks.
But you know what? I was listening. It might have been Anthony. It might have been Anthony, our boy Anthony, or it might have been somebody else. But they said something real cool. The core audience, it might be 50 to 100 people. The people who always watch and comment and like and support your channel.
Yeah.
As long as I got them, I'm happy. That's my success right there. I kind of think about another Zack Snyder movie, 300. King Leonidas didn't need the whole Greek army. He just needed that 300 of the baddest men, the baddest supporters who will do anything he say. And I say anything I'm saying as I'm the king and they the followers. No, I'm just talking about that core, hardcore audience. So as long as I got them, and it might be 20, 30, 40, 50 people, I'm happy. That makes YouTube fun.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So Fatal's got his ninjas, Nerdy's got his nerd dizzles, Zeverfeld's got his zebras, and I've got my goblins. So
yeah,
I think we'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Hold on, I want you to say at the end though, because that made me laugh hard when you said every time I say goodbye. I ain't gonna finish.
Let me get to the end first, Fatal. So if you can find Fatal G at Twitter, Fatal G Show. You can find him on YouTube. Nerdy in many ways. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Nimwa32, NIMW32. Also find me on Vero at Dawson Weedrick. And yeah, YouTube Nerdy in many ways.
And Ryan?
Yes, you can find me on Zeverfet from YouTube, Zeverfet on Twitter and Instagram as well.
And Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, for nerds.
For nerds.
For nerds.
And of course, Film Gob here. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Letterboxd.
How you just give me? I'm a guest.
He called your channel out, actually.
I just said, I said, I know. You were the first. I said you can find Fatal G at Fatal G.
Oh,
Show.
okay, my bad. I didn't want to say you could find me there. I didn't want to say you could find me there, God.
He's a crook. Chunda, Winge, Pure Dag, Bog, Rat Bag, Fanny, a Dunny, a quit. Yeah, like a quit. A boat.
Damn, Fatal, you're greedy. I'm just playing.
My name is Fatal J, and you can find me in my mom's basement crying profusely because Film Gob destroys my soul weekly. Thank you.
So remember, everyone, click like because you know I'm right. Let me know in the comments below. If you care, you can share. Then you smash that motherfucking subscribe button and then you click that bell or go to hell. And remember, every time we say goodbye,
we die a little bit in the inside.